are writing IPMAT Indore only and are not writing IPMAT Rohtak as well as JIPMAT are facing some troubles that others are not facing.
Do these IIMs deliver the career impact as equivalent to the older ones?
Students should not compare specialized program and a generalized program.
There has been a very silent debate around IIM Jammu versus IIM Bodh Gaya. Which one genuinely would you pick or suggest to all our audience?
It doesn't have that kind of offer as compared to the other three institutes that are giving that.
What should be an ideal preference order among all these four and why? Four IIMs, one program, and a million questions. Today, we are going to be diving into the intellectual battleground of India's newest IPM giants, IIM Amritsar, IIM Sirmaur, IIM Jammu, and IIM Bodh Gaya. And this is exactly why we have Rahul sir with us today to answer all your questions related to these new IIMs that I just mentioned. So, let's begin with all the questions that we have today, one by one, to clear all your doubts. Welcome, Rahul sir.
Thank you.
So, my very first question to you is, student often ask this question very bluntly, कि JIPMAT के लिए इतना effort क्यों करें? Because it leads to only two campuses, Jammu and Bodh Gaya. So, the big question is JIPMAT still a smart investment, or are we hyping up the exam with just two IIMs?
So when you exactly know the IPMAT battlefield, you will get to know that, you are writing three examinations over here. The good purpose of writing all these three examinations, IPMAT Indore, IPMAT Rohtak and JIPMAT, is that if you do not do good in one examination, then second is open for you yet. So people usually are writing IPMAT Indore only and are not writing IPMAT Rohtak as well as JIPMAT are facing some troubles that others are not facing. They're not writing as many mocks as those students that are writing three examinations.
Right.
Secondly, they do not have any backup options open for them. Thirdly, they will always try to improve themselves from their previous positions. That is not set for the other students. So last year when JIPMAT came in the month of April, the situation arrived in the format as quarterfinal is happening first, then semi-final is happening for the IPMAT Rohtak examination, and students are actually going ahead with the final when IPMAT Indore was given by them. I saw a lot of students who were not writing JIPMAT or IPMAT Rohtak did not feel the same kind of an energy which students felt those who were writing all the three examinations.
Right. So basically, it's a good investment.
Yeah, it's certainly a fantastic investment if you're writing all the three examinations.
Now let's move on. My next question to you is, we keep hearing these tags like Baby IIMs or new IIMs, the IIMs which we are talking about in this podcast, Amritsar, Jammu, Bodh Gaya, Sirmaur. Let's get into reality and let all our students know that do these IIMs deliver the career impact as equivalent to the older ones, or does the brand hierarchy permanently matter?
So we need to understand it in this format that you cannot compare these IIMs with the older set of IIMs today as on date. But they are immensely futuristic and they have got the IIM tag. Right. Only the city tag is changing with them. We need to understand that, 20 years ago, we also saw there was a comparison between colleges like IIMT and IIM Koikhog. Right. We had comparisons between colleges like MD and IIM Indore. Today, IIMs of that stature stand apart from these two colleges. And students are preferring the IIMs today. So, 5 years down the line from today, certainly their stature will improve.
Right.
They will be able to deliver much more than what they're delivering today. So, time has proven again and again that IIM is a progressive institute. And since they are progressive in nature, so today they may be sounding that they do not have that much power. So 3 years ago, when we were introducing IIM Jammu, it wasn't that great. Right. But today, it's standing at par with a lot of good institutes of the country. So IIM Jammu, IIM Bodh Gaya, IIM Sirmaur, and I was mentioning IIM Amritsar, are certainly going to do fairly well after 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
My next question to you is again related to JIPMAT itself. Since day one of JIPMAT, there has been a very silent debate around IIM Jammu versus IIM Bodh Gaya. If you had to pick one merit between, campus life, placement, future, overall future, which one genuinely would you pick or suggest to all our audience?
3 years ago, we used to suggest him Bodh Gaya is over and above Jammu.
Okay.
Then we saw that Jammu is really progressive in nature in terms of growth, in terms of conducting something new. They have been doing a lot of things for their students. And we saw a tremendous gap between the average placement packages as well.
Right.
Then Boot Camp to Ladakh was a feature that was introduced by IIM Jammu for the IPM students, and really it caught attention from the entire IPM fraternity. In today's time, I would say the comparison is less. So I would say if I'm giving 20 points to IIM Jammu, I would be giving 18 points to IIM Bodh Gaya. So if you have locational disadvantages, going Jammu may be quite far, or if you today also consider that it's not that safe, then you can go ahead with Bodh Gaya. But if you think that, if you just want to draw the line between comparisons, then Jammu is bit ahead than Bodh Gaya in today's time.
Okay.
However, anything can change in the IIM world. As we can see that, kabhi Ranchi upar ho jata hai, kabhi Rohtak upar ho jata hai. So same thing can happen with these two institutes also in the future.
A very small question, a part of this question only. Does it have to do anything with the very recent notification that came out of IIM Jammu regarding the academic, requirement that it has asked?
I clearly feel whenever this particular podcast is being published, at point of time, IIM Bodh Gaya will also come up with its admission policy, and they'll also introduce the academics, because there is a tendency of following one.
But do you think that this would give a little inclination to IIM Bodh Gaya because of
perhaps only to those segment of students who do not qualify, because it's point of time, maybe now just see, if they're giving 30% weightage to 10th and 12th, try and understand there's no humongous gap between students. Somebody who's scoring 80% and someone who is scoring 90%, both are quite equally well. So there would be difference of 1 mark or 2 marks at the end when they are being evaluated. You need to do that point well in the JIPMAT examination. बहुत बड़ा difference नहीं है. So I would always say that that's not going to make a lot of difference in the end, except for those who are not able to qualify the eligibility criteria only.
Okay, my next question to you. IIM Amritsar enters the picture with a different flavor of its own IPM program or curriculum. What exactly sets IIM Amritsar apart from IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya for that matter?
I think you've already answered that particular question. It's a different flavor. And when I say different flavor, we completely understand that students should not compare specialized program and a generalized program. IIM Amritsar is offering a very, very niche segment program to a certain set of students, and they must go ahead with it. It's not made for all.
Right.
So it should come up with a disclaimer that it's not made for you. Unless until you're passionate about it. Unless and until you see your future over there. So if you have real interest in mathematics, if you're real interest in economics, and you see your career in the field of finance, then you should move ahead with that particular option.
Right.
Else, the question compares apples and oranges. And this has different flavor. This has an altogether different flavor. I would always suggest to go ahead with the passion-driven career. Always.
Right. Okay, let's move on. My next question is very specific to IIM Sirmaur. IIM Sirmaur carries the same tag, same brand, but it does not enjoy the same buzz as the other 3 IIMs that we are talking about today. Why do you think IIM Sirmaur built a parallel reputation like the rest of the 3?
I would always say that BMS program that's being launched by IIM Sirmaur is not equivalent to the IPM program that's being run by the 3 other IIMs.
Right.
Perhaps the reason of not enjoying the same kind of buzz, as you mentioned the word was, the primary reason is that. Okay. So when you say that you are going to complete 4 years in our institute and we are not giving you the placement commitments, then certainly students will raise their eyebrows and say that it doesn't have that kind of offer as compared to the other 3 institutes that are giving that. Secondly, when you're giving the soft commitment to IPM, you're giving it after 4 years.
Right.
And then you need to qualify for it. You need to get the highest of the marks at 8 GPA, and then also you'll be going for 2 years of program. So the IPM program over here becomes 6 years, and in other institutes it is just 5 years. The third reason is that you're charging quite high. Yeah, 23.76 lakhs or 23.76 lakhs for the period of 4 years would sound very heavy on my pocket when I compare it with the IPM programs. Having said that, I would always say that, it's always going to deliver the value to you because you're going to be part of an IIM for the period of 4 years. But I would not rate it as at par with other IIMs because it's not giving me placement commitments. Neither it's giving me that kind of a tag that's equivalent to the 3 IIMs because it's a recent IIM. Neither it's giving me the 2 degrees,
Right.
bachelor's as well as postgraduate.
Moving on, my next question to you is, speaking of all the 4 IIMs, हालांकि इनका ब्रांड और टैग बिल्कुल सेम है, इनका दोनों का एंट्रेंस, चारों का एंट्रेंसेस 2 हैं, जिपमैट एंड आईपीमैट इंदौर, टू गेट इनसाइड देम. इनका पेपर पैटर्न अलग है, एलिजिबिलिटी अलग है, तो क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है कि इनका प्रेपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी भी कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट है?
It's not completely different. I would always say that, it's a stage-by-stage preparation. So I'll refer my first question's answer. When you're preparing for IPMAT Indore and you're writing JIPMAT examination before that, you're actually preparing for IPMAT Indore, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So ideally, if you're writing JIPMAT examination, then going ahead with IPMAT Indore, then you are already crossing level 1 of difficulty, and next level you need to go for level 3 or level 4 of difficulty. JIPMAT examination you're preparing for all the 4 IIMs you can prepare together. Then you should go ahead with IPMAT Indore,
Right.
so that you can qualify for the better IIM like IIM Amritsar in that particular league.
Right.
Okay. In fact, your larger aim is not IIM Amritsar. Your larger aim should be IIM Ranchi and IIM Indore, in fact, over there as
Right.
well. However, the difference comes only when you prepare for the next round, which is not applicable in the case of JIPMAT colleges, but in IPMAT Indore, you need to prepare for interviews wholeheartedly. And Amritsar, we saw last time, took a fantastic interview round that involved academics, that involved extracurriculars. It also asked questions that actually checked your quantitative and finance-related aptitude as
Right.
well. So I would always say that, the only difference that comes in preparation is the next level round. That's the interview round. Rest, you can manage it with other IIMs.
Let's move on. My last question to you is, let's say that a student has cleared or is eligible for all the 4 IIMs. वो एंट्रेंस क्लियर करके चारों के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाता है एडमिशन के लिए, एंड is flexible to choose either the specialized program or
Okay.
the generalized program.
All right.
So, according to you, what should be an ideal preference order among all these 4 and why?
So on number 1, I would be keeping IIM Jammu and Amritsar together. Okay. And
Okay.
there is a reason behind it. IIM Jammu has shown immense growth. And IIM Amritsar is actually offering a specialized course that's truly futuristic in nature. And certainly it will have value in the future as well. We have seen that some of the international colleges particularly are offering that kind of a degree only.
Right.
So you would not get that kind of flavor in other good colleges in India as well. After that, I'll be putting IIM Bodh Gaya, and at last I'll be putting IIM Sirmaur. So even if you need to choose one among IIM Amritsar and IIM Jammu, then over there also I would say go with IIM Amritsar, क्योंकि अगर आपने specialized भी choose किया है तो कहीं ना कहीं आपका passion उस particular career में है, and it's going to give you a different league altogether.
Okay. I think that was all. Thank you so much, Rahul sir.
Thank you.
I think a lot of questions have been answered today around all these 4 IIMs, baby IIMs, and it would definitely help a lot of students in their preparation and while preparing for the exam. Any last note or message that you want to give to the students?
I would always say that these are baby IIMs. Do not consider them differently. Place them with the other set of IIMs that are going to come in time to come. You should not segregate the IIMs.
Right.
You ideally should have the common target list of IIMs, be it an IIM that's offering the IPM program or the Baby IIMs program. That's always going to be fruitful for you all.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, students. We'll come up with more such interesting podcasts. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.